Hi, I'm Nicole. Thanks for being here. Today I wanted to show you how I make my little art zines. And I'll give you some instructions on how to make them, and I'll talk a little bit about why to make them as well. You've probably seen them. They are just little booklets basically that you can fold and you can work in. And there's so many different options of what you can do and what colors and materials and all of that you can use. So today I'm going to show you how I use them. So what you need is some paper. You can either use, I have used a heavy printer paper, which is about 160 grams. And I have used some watercolor paper. Now this is from Kmart. It's not expensive. It's like a really basic hobby one. You can use different papers. We're using watercolors to put the colors on. Again, what I use, I will show you real quick, is this set that's also from Kmart. It's all cheap supplies. I know they are not super great quality, but for practicing some techniques and just having fun, they are fantastic. They are great value for money. I share them with my kids. That's why my brushes look terrible. But it is a really good exercise. It's a lot of practice and you can sort of enjoy creating something, but small. And it doesn't have to be large. It doesn't take up your whole room, and it is so much fun. I have two different types of paper. This is a watercolor paper, and this is just like a heavy paper. Now you can see this is not a fancy set. I'm not using professional materials. My children have used this before, that's why it looks a little bit yucky. Also, if you would like to talk to me about my brushes, please do, but these are shared. I share them with my kids, and they look absolutely disgusting. We need to buy new ones, I know that, but most of the time they end up like that. So I don't replace them very often because I know they're just gonna get trashed. So I use whatever looks good. I know they're not fancy, but you don't need fancy stuff to make art. You just need to do it. That's the main, most important thing, is to just get started and just do it. I used to think, oh my God, I don't have the right materials. I don't have the correct pencils. I don't have the paper that I'm supposed to be using. I'm not completely sure about this technique, and I have to have all of those really fancy or professional things to make art or to be creative, and it's not true. So use whatever you have. If it's terrible brushes, that's perfectly fine, as long as you are happy. That's the most important thing. It should bring you joy, it should make you happy, and that is it. So I'm gonna use this, and I've found some pencils that I haven't used yet, so I'm gonna use these and my two different papers because I want to see how it works. So as I said, I'm using watercolors today, and this is a heavy paper, and this one is a watercolor paper. So we're gonna see how this works out. my pages are dry now that I made previously. They're pretty good. And so the next step is we're gonna fold them and then we're gonna draw on them. Let's get going. So this is the first one that I only used normal paper for. We're gonna fold it in half like this. There we go. Fold it in half this way. Okay. And then we're gonna fold these parts to the middle again. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah. I used to love making those. So in high school I did a lot of art, and I used to love making those. And we used to make them out of much larger pages. So A3 or even bigger, and you can experiment with like a square if you want. And it's so much fun. Okay, I'm gonna do the same with this one. All right, now we've done those two. Now we're gonna cut them. So the middle, we're gonna cut halfway to where we folded it over through there in the middle. Okay, and then on the other side, we're gonna cut the side bits up to here where we folded. There we go. And now we just have to fold it up. There we go. And now you can open it like this, and on the other side you can open it like that. And I'm going to do the same with this one. Let's have a quick look at all the materials that I have. All right, so this is just a box of like loads of different pens you can use. These are just the fine liners. I've got quite a lot of these. You can work in all different colors. I prefer working with black, but I might use some of the purples and the blues. Now this is all a random assortment box because I use them for writing, so a lot of them are gone and they live with my writing stuff. Alright, these are the ones that I might be using. This is just a medium tip sort of felt tip pen. In black I really like writing with this one too. I recently got these acrylic paint markers from Kmart. They're quite fun. I haven't really used them much yet, so I might do that. I'll get one of each color. I've just got the black and white ones because that's what I usually use the most. Cool. And then I also bought these pigment liners. So I know they are just a very affordable version, but I wanted to experiment a little bit, and I could get these right away on the day that I decided to get them, rather than having to order online and wait for delivery. So I'm gonna try some of those as well. They are different thicknesses on the tip. And then they also have one that's like a brush tip, which is kind of nice. So as I said, I'm going to start with this one and let's see what we're going to do. I don't really have a plan for any of this, so I'm just going to see what happens. And it might just end up being really ugly. But that's all right. It's just a little bit of exercise and using your hands and your... just getting back into it, really. Remembering, or if you have never done art before, just starting, getting a little bit of your muscle memory going and just trying out some stuff, seeing how you like it or not. And that's really what it's all about, having some fun, enjoying it, enjoying the process of creating more than the product. The product, if you don't like it in the end, that's fine, but you practice it. You go through all the stages, learning some new techniques, and just have fun. If you do junk journaling or collage or something like that, you're gonna probably be familiar with a lot of the techniques and stuff, just to layer stuff on top. That's just a different way of doing it, really. So while I'm gonna doodle a little bit more, you can see how this one worked out. So this is has come off a little bit. So this is the printer paper, the heavy printer paper. So this is, you can see that has not worked out very well. The paint is coming off. It's flaking off a bit because it didn't soak in very well. But this is the watercolor paper, and I think that might have worked out a little bit better. So what I would love for this color palette is a gold pen. I'm gonna have to see if I can find, I know I have some gold pencils, they're not that great though. So, or some metallic, I think a metallic would work really well with this. So I'm gonna have to see if I can either find one in the house somewhere or see if I can buy one. I really love these colors. I normally do more cool colors, but I really love also the quality of this. I really like that's why I like using the watercolor, just the little edges and all of this kind of little detail. I really enjoy doing that. I really hope you enjoyed making those zines today. I have so much space in mine left, and I will keep them out for the next few weeks and just keep working on them here and there. And it's such a nice thing to have when you don't know what to do, if you don't want to start a new project. You just doodle, basically. You just practice, you just see where your imagination takes you, and you can just nurture creativity, and you can just leave this on the kitchen counter with some pens. It doesn't take up much space, but it's always there, and you can just work on it whenever you find some time. You can carry it with you. Maybe if you're commuting on a train, you can do a little bit there. And it's just such a nice thing to keep with you, and you can just keep working and keep being in your creative space. And it's just so wonderful. So if you enjoyed this video today, please leave a like, subscribe, maybe comment as well if you would like to, or I would love to see all the zines that you made. So maybe pop over to social media. I am at Growing in Suburbia on Instagram and Facebook. Send me pictures of yours. I would love to see them. I would love to see what you've done with it. So thank you so much for being here today, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.